Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. And we've got a Week 5. Is it already Week 5? Can you believe this? Week 5 preview. The next episode of Clayton Eckhart's season of The Bachelor. Oh, boy. It's a 2-on-1 date. This is a preview. These aren't spoilers. We don't know how it all ends. But what we know is a 2-on-1 date means one of these two ladies will be sent home at the end of the date. Usually it's like Olivia on a sandbar or someone on a canoe or Chad Johnson just being left in the woods whistling to himself. If you know The Bachelor, you know they're going to put someone in a weird position. Well, we have Shanae threatening, I'm going to go with physical violence because she's threatening to push, I guess she's threatening to murder someone or push them off of the falls. I'm going to go with hyperbole in that Shanae's not actually going to commit this crime here, but it's a dramatic preview because you guys know me, you know Team Genevieve, all right? Team Genevieve, she's the best. She's my favorite, and we haven't seen much airtime. I'm supporting my fellow New Englander here, but will she stay or will she go now? These are the questions we ask. Do me a favor, follow me on Instagram if you'd like to stay in touch with me. We have a stand-up show Saturday night here in Los Angeles. We'll do some new material. I'll try to film it and I'll try to put it on the Patreon, but the Patreon's watching live right now. We did 4 hours of content, maybe 5 today. The Patreon's been with me all day long in what we call Work with Dave. Everywhere from Pacific Northwest to Germany, we have people all over the globe watching this while they're doing work. Patreon.com/Dave Neal, and you can watch us. We really struggled over this thumbnail. We went with the circle. Ash and Kay helped me out in Canada. It was a real team-building activity. So we'll get into that, but I wanted to share with you guys some interesting news that's happening on the Dave Neal Show, and then I'm going to get to this trailer right here, and we'll watch it. I made this video on the Dave Neal Show, which is non-Bachelor-related stories, same format, same idea. The internet's going wild over The Masked Singer. The judges walk off the set when it's revealed. I guess they take their head off, and it's revealed that Rudy Giuliani was the Masked Singer, which people made the joke, oh, you know, this is the only time he's ever going to put a mask on. So I made this video, and I just watched, and look, this is the Dave Neal Show channel. It's a brand new channel. So we started the channel on Monday, January 10th, and yesterday had the most views ever at almost 3,000. Well, look at what's going on right here. This video is sort of going like mini viral, that it's got several thousand views in 1 hour, which is more than it received yesterday, and yesterday was the biggest day that we've ever had. So the channel will be monetized by the end of the day. I want to thank you guys personally, and I wanted to share some behind the scenes chats. You can see how it's all going down. If you look at the monetization right here, once we hit 4,000 watch hours, we'll be monetized, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So if you want to go check out that channel, you know where to go. And of course, you know, some of the comments on this video are just wild what's happening over there. Most people were just thought it was a wild video, but some people were really surprised. Like, you know, one person was saying, Rudy Giuliani, look at this person right here. Please stop being political. You're obviously being biased. Yeah, no duh. I've never said I don't have biases. You know what I mean? No need to trash a legitimate attorney. Let me tell you something about a legitimate attorney. Unless your name's Brian Friedman, there ain't nothing. Okay, power attorney. There's nothing powerful here. So he says, no need to trash a legitimate attorney, to which I replied, do me a solid, don't you ever tell me what content to make or I'll get my legitimate attorney to interfere. And then I Googled Rudy Giuliani, and it says New York State Bar Association removes Rudy Giuliani from its membership. So, I don't know. Does that make you legitimate if you've lost your removed from membership? Did you not pay your dues? Anyway, folks, you tell me. Everyone's going, we don't come here for the politics, then get out. If you can't handle someone else's opinion, what are you doing? You know what I mean? You don't have to agree with me. I've never demanded people agree with me. All you got to do is tolerate me, like my mom does. All right. So here's the trailer for this next episode. Let's have a watch.
Shanae and Genevieve, only one comes out with a rose. It's a 2-on-1. Oh.
My head is spinning right now.
I have a plan. I'm gonna push her in the falls.
There it is. And by the way, we just had, like I said, we're filming this live on the Patreon, the private membership community. Sarai, you're coming at us with some poetic justice right here. Sarai says, Shanae is the female Chad. Is Shanae the female Chad? I mean, she doesn't have the sort of like brooding, like omnipotent sort of physical presence, but emotionally, is she the female Chad? What a good question. So I appreciate all your comments that are coming in on the Patreon. You guys are the best. Anyway, let's just because it's short, let's watch one more time at the reaction when they find out they're on the 2-on-1. What? But and by the way, what did Genevieve do to deserve to be on a 2-on-1?
Rose.
My head is spinning right now.
I have a plan. I'm gonna push her in the falls.
There it is, folks. We have an update here. Shanae planning to... That's one way to silence somebody. Talk about that. That's one way to deplatform somebody. Literally push them off a platform. You're trying to deplatform me? No, lady. I'm trying to make you go swimming with the fishes. All right. So this will be interesting. I'm assuming they're on a waterfall. It'd be really funny if they're just in a desert and she's like, yeah, I'm going to push her off the falls. It's like, what are you even talking about? Yeah, I'm going to go find a waterfall and I'm going to go push her off it. All right. So you guys know I've been a fan of Genevieve. I just pronounced it with a French accent, a friend of Genevieve. I don't understand what Clayton doesn't see in Genevieve. Make Genevieve Bachelorette. She's gorgeous. She seems nice. I mean, I always say nice until proven otherwise. We haven't seen anything other than her calling out Shanae. I guess that's why she's on the 2-on-1, because she's been an advocate for the other ladies and calling out Shanae. Well, here's a caller that I received yesterday. I turned this into a reel, which you guys can go check out. If you want to check out my Instagram, I've got all my reels lined up here. And look at that. It's crazy. It's got 5,000 views. I'm surprised. So if you want, you can see my stand-up and some other reels that I've made. D. Neal's on Instagram. But let's just have a listen to the caller who says Genevieve and I look like we could be siblings.
So I'm officially Team Genevieve. You were in her corner from the jump. And it might sound crazy to say this. I promise I'm not stalking you or anything, but you kind of could pass as siblings. And I say this because I think it's the nose and where your eyes and eyebrows kind of lay on your face. But if you were to tell me that was your sister, I would totally believe you. So I'm curious what you and Tasha think. But anyway, have a great day. Thank you for your content. Bye-bye.
Breaking news. Genevieve is not my sister. Let's get into this. So the caller thinks that I look like Genevieve. All right, so you can go watch that. Now the comments, people kept on saying, yeah, same nose. I don't know if you're insulting Genevieve or insulting me. My nose, don't get me wrong, I'm not shying away from the size of my nose here. But Genevieve's got let's go to her Instagram real quick here. Genevieve's Parisi is clearly Italian, right? Parisi's Italian here. Her nose is way cuter than mine. You know what I mean? Like this is almost insulting to Genevieve here. Maybe it's the bridge on the nose. You know, the nose kind of let's see. Oh, it's hard to find a side angle here. But yeah, I guess, I've got one of those kind of like, I've got one of those power recapper noses, you know what I mean? Sort of gets in the way of the mic sometimes. All right, either way, it's really not important to this story whatsoever. All right, so let's see what Jen has to say. Genevieve Parisi on Instagram, at Jen Parisi, regarding the upcoming spoiler. So, all right, here she is posting yesterday's content. And then, all right, here it is. So oh, wow. Very nice. So Jen, who's a member of the 2-on-1 date, has commented, Shanae's plan is always to just cry and lie. Wow. Oh, honey, you have something coming for you. Shrimp emoji. Fascinating stuff. Shots fired by Genevieve. Now we have to go to Shanae. Now this is what we got to do here. This is what we do with our lives. I'm an adult. This is what I do with my business degree. Now let's see if Shanae has responded to Genevieve preparing for this 2-on-1. Let's see here. My homies are back. That's how us Ohio gals do it. 200 future here. I'm here for it. All right, that's a Bachelor podcast. All right, so Shanae hasn't said anything other than making some weird shrimp TikToks. There she is.
I'm like back in the day, me and you, baby.
Okay, all right, there she is. Maybe a tinge unhinged. All right, but Bachelorette says, Genevieve, we are rooting for you. If she doesn't go this episode, we riot, says Bachelor, whatever. All right, it's that time of season, episode 5. Usually it's episode 5 or 6 where they have these 2-on-1 dates. It's really just sort of fabricated drama, but it's like it's either her or, one goes, the other stays. I'll tell you what, after seeing how Clayton mounted Shanae to that bar top, I don't see him sending Shanae home at all. This is what makes her such a good villain, is that he's really attracted to her. Clearly, he's really attracted to her. We're going to talk more about this in the next video. I'm going to play what Nick Viall has to say. I'm not saying he's team Shanae, but if you stick around for the next video, he's going to make a case that Shanae does believe she's been bullied. Which I have to say this. I think it's very objective when people are fighting to understand everyone's trying the best with the information they have. And even someone as toxic as Shanae, Nick makes the point that, hey, she believes like she was treated poorly and she's not able to let certain things go and whatever it is. So we'll get into that story, but that's your 2-on-1. And let's see, we started this at what, 6? Okay, so yeah, all right, that's all we have there. Now that Elizabeth is gone, it looks like we have to find new enemies for Shanae. And will Genevieve be the sacrificial lamb, or will she come out the victor? Either way, thank you to everybody who supported the Dave Neal Show. It means a lot to me that you guys have kind of come on board to the non-Bachelor related content. The Olympics are starting. We'll be covering it over there along with a lot of other pop and cultural news. We appreciate y'all so much. Thank you, and we'll see you in a little bit. Bye now.